This is the 2026 Hyundai Kona. And for 2026, I've got some good news and some bad news. Let's roll. Before we start talking about the 2026 Kona, special thanks for this video goes to our great friends at Don Valley North Hyundai. They're a Hyundai dealership and a Genesis dealership located just north of Toronto. They're kind enough to allow me to borrow this thing for the day and show you everything you need to know for the 2026 model. So let's talk about the good news first. For 2026, Hyundai for US and Canada is streamlining all the trims. So you don't get a lot more trims. In fact, they've cut down a lot of them and included some of those features in different trims. For the US, they offer the SEL Sport, which is new for 2026. We've got the SEL Premium, also new for 2026. And they've gotten rid of the ASCL and SEL Convenience and the N-Line S and also the N-Line. They're all dropped. For Canada, we have the base trim, which is the Essential, starting at about $30,000 Canadian. Then the second trim is the Preferred, about $32,000. And then we have the N-Line all-wheel drive, which starts at about $39,000. The N-Line trim for this year gets an ultimate package for 2026. That means that if you want more tech features, guess what? You can get that with the ultimate package. And the reason they're doing this is because they're trying to not confuse customers. You have to wonder which trim works best for you. Some have some features, some don't, some have a little features. So this way, you get to really pick your preferred trim. The bad news for United States is that they don't get an N-Line anymore. That means Canada for 2026 gets the Kona N-Line with the all-wheel drive system, plus the ultimate package, which is the one that we have for today's video. So let's talk about this. Let's begin with the front end. Things remain very much the same. We have this skinny daylight running light that goes across with a badge in the center, an aggressive front bumper, more sporty compared to the standard Kona, and of course we've got the headlights at the bottom. So nothing changes on this side. In terms of the wheel setup, we get 19-inch wheels with the highest trim, which is this one. Meanwhile, the lowest trim only gets the 18-inch. On the side profile, this thing looks aggressive, sporty. We've got blacked out mirrors, blacked out roof, so it's a two-tone finish. This is the Meta Blue color choice, which in my opinion is the best choice. And if you are from the United States and you're wondering, what should I do? Should I get this or not? Well, it's going away. And if you wanted the Kona N-Line, I think now is time to buy. Moving on to the rear end. This shocked me a little bit. Now, if you remember from the 2024 model that we reviewed, which was essentially the same paint choice as this, the Kona N-Line for Canada and US had an actual spoiler in the back, which some people question it. In my opinion, it looked really great. That's gone. So right now we only have a standard spoiler with the brake light in the center, still looking very sporty. You got the twin exhaust exit on the left side of the vehicle, an aggressive diffuser at the bottom, the Kona badge in the center, and if you look carefully, there is no N-Line badge in the rear. It only says H-Track. But overall, this kind of design, now that I'm looking at it, it looks a bit more standard. It doesn't look as aggressive at the top level. The bottom part remains sporty because of that design for the diffuser, but it feels a bit more sleek overall, which I'm assuming they're getting rid of this trim even for Canada potentially next year. So if you really want this, I think now is the time to go and hunt one down. And don't forget, you can check out the dealership they're reviewing the car from, and they have a couple of these in the inventory. But overall, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like it without the spoiler. I mean, it's not the N version, the full N, it's just an N line. So with this standard spoiler right now, I think it looks better. It looks way better. Now, jumping onto the second row, we get this beautiful interior with the Alcantara finish all the way across with some leather, and at the bottom in the center, of course, it offers two USB-C ports plus this air vent, which looks kind of cool. It's got really nice effect with that little red line, with the red lines in the center. Overall, really nice spacious interior. Nothing changes in the second row for 2025. Jumping onto the inside, the Kona was already pretty loaded. So you don't get more features. The way they have streamlined for 2026, the Kona N line in this case with the Ultimate package, is that you get sort of a trim level. So if you wanted the Ultimate, which is the one that we have for today's video, this is fully loaded. So you get more than the standard Kona N line. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but what I think they're trying to do here is that if you wanted just the Kona N line because it is sporty, it's got an amazing engine, then it's all-wheel drive, you could go straight just for the Kona N line, which offers you some features. Now, when you jump onto the Kona N line Ultimate, which is about $3,500 or so Canadian, again, that's just a trim, like an option added to the Kona N line, well, you get more tech features. So let's go through some of those one by one, and let me show you what it offers with the Ultimate package. Now keep in mind, again, US does not get the Kona N line anymore. So if you're getting confused, this is just for the Canadian markets. It's crazy how they're doing that, but clearly there was no appetite for the Kona N line in the US, or they're coming out with something spicier. But let's talk about the Canadian one. First of all, let's start it up. You got a start push button. The gear lever is located onto this side. You can put it to drive, into park. With the N-line package, you get this beautiful steering wheel with the red stitching around it. Paddle shifters in the back if you want to have some fun. The N badge at the bottom. But this design steering wheel is unique to the Kona N-line. Now, if you don't know what N-line means, if you're new to the Hyundai brand, which I highly doubt a lot of people are, the N-line, it's sort of like your M package on a BMW or an AMG package on a Mercedes. You understand that now. Something like you would see even on the Toyotas, like a GR package, which I think Toyota has introduced with the RAV4. But that's what the N-line is. It's the spicier version, mid-trim, sporty package. That's what this is. We've got a beautiful screen. This is a 13-inch, I believe, screen for both sides, but it's one piece all together. And you've got your speaker on this side. And one of my favorite things about this package is that it comes with the left and right camera indicator, which is brilliant. I've said this, and I know I'm repeating myself. This feature is absolutely brilliant. Like I can see everything on my right side. You've got some driving modes with this package, your sport, normal. You can change the terrain from snow, mud, and sand because this is all-wheel drive. It's a lot of fun driving this thing in sport mode. Which I think a lot of people don't really pay attention to that. We've got some settings for the climate. We've got the settings for the cluster. You can go through one by one. Here we go, your trip. And you go back into here and you can move into a tire pressure built in. In this case, you've got your drive to display with the, you've got your all-wheel drive we've got your tire pressure. There's the all-wheel drive distribution, front end, your torque, your turbo, oil temperature, some settings that you might find useful. Now, let's move on to the middle screen. This is the latest user interface from Hyundai. You've got a lot of options you can play around. In terms of the camera, this offers the 360 camera with this package with the Ultimate. There's also this 3D version of it, which is not the N-line in my opinion. It doesn't look like it at all. Maybe it's, yeah, this is definitely not the N-line. This is just the standards. There's probably a way to change that. No, it doesn't offer. But you've got a full 360 camera. This little SUV, it's pretty freaking loaded, I have to admit. It's got so much features that you'd find in a BMW for a small SUV. There is the shortcuts in here. There's quiet modes, navigation guidance. For the display, you can increase the brightness. So many things. You can connect your phone, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have built-in navigation, which most people do not really care about. It does have premium audio system from Bose with 8 speakers, which is nice and handy. Your shortcuts here, you've got different settings in this case, your vehicle settings, you have climate, lights, so all the convenience features that you wanted, that you probably find even the higher models in the Hyundai lineup, like digital keys, you can connect your phone to it to open it. There's your climate, recirculating air, defog, defrost, automatic ventilation to get you the fresh air. Like, look at that, scheduled ventilation, it will do it automatically. Like, things like that. Door features in this case, press twice, power lift gate. That's crazy. Like, all these things for the price for this vehicle. This is smart lift gate, automatically opens when you're standing at the back of the tailgate and the vehicle recognizes that you have the key and it opens automatically. You can open the windows remotely, right? And the lift gate, you can choose between normal and fast. Like, all these things are absolutely insane. Digital keys, driver assistant package, parking safety, you've got driving convenience, attention, speed limit reader, all the good things that you need are right in here. Okay, let's talk about the engine options. First, you get the 2-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine. It makes about 147 brake horsepower. It uses CVT. It's a front-wheel drive. That's for the standard model. But you can also get for Canada, which was also available last year, if you can find one, the 1.6-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It makes about 190 brake horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. It uses an automatic transmission, 8-speed in this case, and this one is all-wheel drive, which is quite impressive. Price. In the US, base model, you're looking at about $24,000 with the highest trim going up to $34,000. Impressive what you can get with this package, with this model. And Canada, you're looking at about $34,000 all the way to $44,000 for the one that we have for today's video. Now, the Ultimate itself, it's $44,000, but if you want just the Kona in line without the Ultimate package, it's about $41,000. What else do you want? It's got driving modes. It has sort of semi-driving itself. It can keep you within the lanes. It has gap assist, the blind spot camera, ventilated seats, heated seats, wireless charging pad, tons of USB-C ports back and front. It looks good. It's all-wheel drive. It has tons of space in the cargo. In fact, I can fit pretty much everything, all the bags that I have with me. It looks great on the outside. I could lower it a little bit, but that is fixable. It's not a big deal. You can bring it down a little bit, a couple of inches or so, because it sits pretty high. And that's it. What else do you want? It's fantastic. It's a great package. It drives amazing. It pulls when you want it. You've got the pedal shifters in the back. I think it's a great package. It's a great little SUV. I mean, I see these things on the road everywhere. So do yourself a favor. If you can find a used one, Kona N line in the US, go and get it now. In Canada, I suggest you run for one as well, because you're not getting this again. You're not getting this option again. I think they're going to get rid of this. There's a chance that it's going to go away. There's a chance that it might go away, but I think get yourself one, because you might not find this again. I don't know why they're going to do this. Maybe because the Kona N line itself is not selling as well. I mean, we know the Kona N didn't sell as well, hence why we still have the Elantra N, but that means that the trim, the package itself is not very appealing to people, and they may potentially axe it and you're done. So there's something to be said there, but if you really, truly want one, I say go and get one right now and call it a day, because it might not be there next year, even in Canada.